You know what? It's tier list time. Everyone say hi, YouTube. Everyone, it's only been 5 days. It's been a week, a business week since this game came out. You understand? Hasn't even been that much time. And yet, people are already discovering ludicrous combos, insane options, stuff I would have never even dreamed would have existed. Let me get some safe things out of the way. This is patch 1, by the way. This is post-patch. In the bottom tier, in D tier, the worst character in the game, time for a big shock, is Toph. This is the worst character. Toph has replaced Patrick as my worst character. Also, in the worst character is Patrick. I'll try and order them. I can't. It's like a 1% difference. Anyways, they're both in D tier. These are your two D tier. These are your two D tier representatives. Why? Toph is a stalling tactic, which is banned by tournaments. Yeah. So Patrick, these two have. I wouldn't call Toph a bad recovery. I would just say it's like, obviously you can plant stuff. The big reason Toph is so bad to me, her up smash takes so much time to come out, and you have to like aim it and stuff. And this game is a mashy game. Her recovery is you can be creative with it, and you can actually go under the stage, obviously, of Jelly Fields. It's a good recovery, but the aerial is really bad. The range is really bad. Combo game is lacking compared to what everyone else can do. It's that. And Patrick, same reason. Super slow, super punishable recovery. The range on his tilts are just kind of a joke. The range on his ups, how long it takes for his strongs to come out is really bad. You compare the aerials to everyone else in the game. It's just like, why is Patrick such on the short stick here? You know, why is he such on the short stick? It just doesn't make any sense. And so for that reason, I'm out. For that reason, Patrick to me is still in D tier, along with Toph. All right, going to C tier. I think 5 tier is enough for this game. So in C tier, aka the tier of characters that barely get used because there's nothing too significant about them to warrant that much usage, you know, I think it's no one's surprise. I'm putting Link in here. I'm putting Korra here. And I want to say now I'm putting Helga here. I think Lincoln's underutilized. Lincoln's very fast, but man, just very weak. You have to do so many hits to rack up the same amount of damage that everyone else needs to do. But I don't think Korra is as bad as Patrick or Toph. Korra's recovery, kind of odd, kind of like the Superman a little bit. Helga, she charges up her up B. It's kind of weird. She has a projectile that can knock you back, but game plan wise, it feels like she just gets overwhelmed by everyone. That's what I feel right now. And Lincoln, like I said, I'm sure someone will pick him up and make him work really well, but right now, I haven't seen anything that's too crazy. You know, I haven't seen anything that's too crazy. And I don't think I can really warrant any of the other characters also being in this tier. So then, of course, we have B tier, which is the biggest tier. B tier is going to be like everyone who's good. B through S tier is like everyone who can be there. I think at the bottom of B tier right now as it stands, the heavies in this game are kind of odd. I'm thinking the bottom of B tier might be like PTM and Reptar. People are exploiting Reptar's recovery like a lot now, like a lot. And PTM packs a huge punch, no pun intended. But it seems that his rushdown was nowhere near as good as we thought it would be. And on top of that, he has a huge hurt box. His the devious lick up air, which is probably one of the strongest in the game. Takes a while to come out. The range isn't great, and it's up till right there. And both these characters have really punishable recoveries. Reptar, and they're both combo food. And I haven't seen too much like wave toasting. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. So I'm gonna put them there. For right now, I'm gonna put them there. Right behind them, right here. I feel like it's not too out of the realm to put Stimpy here. The three heavies very close. Kirby Kid has shown us a lot of really good stuff that Stimpy has. Of course, a comeback mechanic with Waft, one of the best downers in the entire game that can go super, super deep. Has some weight and can live for a very, very long time. A very, very long time, honestly. So Steampy, he went from like my bottom tier to like my middle tier. I think it's a very solid middle tier character. Can definitely win tournaments. Right? So I feel like that's where I'd put him. The log is good too. It's kind of slow, but still good evasive tool. And recovery, he's got great range on stuff and has one of the longest reaching over down smashes on there. And so that's where I'd put Steampy right now. That's where I'll put Steampy. Also in B tier, above these three, I'm going to put... I might need to do one more tier. You guys cool with that? Cool. All right. So let's go to A tier now. A tier. To open up A tier, these are characters that are better than that. The Bs it's heavy tier. It's heavy tier, so it's fine. In the bottom of A tier, I put as of right now, Mikey. I think Mikey, A tier character. He's definitely above the rest of these right there. Has some really good combos that can stall you in the air, but flounders in comparison to what Leonardo can do. I haven't seen too much out of Mikey. Obviously, the stalling thing was taken out. I haven't seen too much of him, but A tier, he's a high tier character. Like, any A and above is just like, you can do really, really good things. And his air stall combos have a lot of potential. I could change them in the future. Again, this is my first week 1 tier list right there, and that's where I'd put it. So that's what I would say. And there is no more stalling, that's true. But yeah, his Nair, or aka Fair, just his weak aerial, really, really good for combo strings, but struggles to kill as much as Leonardo does. So also in A, I'd probably put Zim right here. Zim, to me, Zim is like, we haven't seen too many results. We haven't seen too many results from Zim just yet. But I think in the future, people will discover it. I think a lot of people are approaching Zim in the way that's like, oh, play him like Villager, play him like Bowser Jr. Clearly Zoner, clearly can put a lot of projectiles out. Has a really strong neutral strong, really quick neutral strong. And the Nair, super fast. Super incredibly fast. Very, very fast. Like, I have no doubt this character has a lot of potential and can go all the way there. I just want to see the results for the character first in practice against like the Omega top tiers, which I think we know at this point. His Nair is very, very good. Recovery is decent, not like amazing, it's decent, but someone who purely plays a zone out timeout game could just destroy the meta for it. I think it's probably only a matter of time. So yeah. Okay. Also in A tier, I'm gonna put the boy Danny Phantom. I'm putting Danny Phantom also in A tier above these two. We've seen, I overrated him at first. I've seen some of his downfalls here too. I think his biggest weakness is the fact that his biggest weakness is the fact that he can't recover as well as we thought. He has kind of like that Zelda recovery, which if it hits you, it's strong, but if you predict where it is, you're kind of a sitting duck. His up strong is really, really good. Range struggles a bit. He has a laser projectile. The only problem is he's huge. He's like a like statuesque. You know what I mean? I don't know why they made him that big. You know, floating can fly, but he's like, yeah, he's like nearly PTM size, and he's like super lightweight. Kind of has Sephiroth vibes from that. I guess that's like the ghost thing. Really strong finishers, and I really like the way he combos down. When the game first came out, I thought it was gonna be like one of the best characters, but his weaknesses just make him fall out of those higher tiers that we've been seeing. All right, I think also in A tier, I put Nigel. Nigel clearly has untapped potential, especially what we're seeing with the flicks. He has some of the strongest like mobility in the game, extremely fast with down airs, with flicks, with everything in between. And amazing comeback potential. And you know, he has like extremely fast aerials, like that up air and fair, just like spam city on all of them. You can combo weak dash or strong dash into flick. You can do a spike with the scorpion sting off the ledge. You can do some grab combos, which apparently confirm into flick. You know, he has also a worm move, and people were saying his recovery isn't that good. His recovery is actually a lot better, especially when I saw Plup utilize that downward eagle, which is a really good spam move. Kind of like Falco Downer, it angles you, and you go more horizontal than what it is. And if you know how to land flick near the top of the screen, it'll kill at the percents it should have killed in the first place. I still do think he needs a buff. I still think that. And if I have to be more specific, I think Zim is probably the best character out of this A tier. I think. If I had to like redo it and order it, Mikey might be a little better than Nigel. And Zim's probably here. They're very orderable. I think Zim has the most potential. Mikey and Nigel nearly tied. That's what I think currently. Okay, I think that rounds out the A tier. I think it rounds it out. All right. Now we go to S and SS tier. And again, I'm trying to do this in order, so bear with me. I don't know why they put 2 Aprils here. I do think SpongeBob is the bottom of S tier. I do think SpongeBob, super good mobility, super amazing combo game. When I saw the guy Pika play him, he's a Slap City player, it really showed me the potential of this character. Like, it's very, very good. The fact that he has bubbles, the fact that he has a sort of spike down, he's like an honest S tier character, you know? He can get punished, he's not like crazy light or crazy heavy. He just makes sense that I feel. And like, who else was really good? Lily Blossom, that was really, really good. I just feel like they really made a great, like, an all-around neutral character. It reminds me of Mario in Smash 4 a little bit, where it was like a character that's all-around good, but when you master them, like, the potential is really, really hard to peak. So that's what I feel. Joining Patrick at right above him at the bottom of S tier. I'd probably put April. So April O'Neil, definitely amazing range, amazing kill power with the boom mic. A recovery can be really good. And I think that, like, you know, no one's really given her enough time yet, but she by no means shouldn't be out of it. Like, she has one of the best up airs in the game. Reminds me of Zero Suits or Falcons. She has, of course, the ratings that could be a huge finisher. She has really good down tilt. All around a really good kit. It's just that we haven't seen enough of her because all the other top players kind of gravitate towards the top tiers. And of course, you have the portable camera you can put down. It's kind of like a turret. It's really interesting. I think Danny is worse than Zim. Yeah. Danny better than Reptar? Yeah. I don't think it was even a hot take. It's one tier above. So yeah, the fact is she has one of the best strong neutrals in the game. Super leans over the ledge too. And does that. Joining SpongeBob and April in S tier post-patch is going to be Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks. We've seen what she's capable of. We've seen how incredibly strong her strongs are. We've seen it. Even without an infinite, it's clear that she can do some really good tech chases with jabs. Lasso leads into strong up. Her recovery, even though it's kind of like vertical and horizontal literally, can be mistimed a little bit, which is more tricky. You can sort of kill people really early off the ledge. I can't emphasize just how strong her strongs are. It is really, really good. Pugsy got second place doing it. Bro, everyone's saying X is better than Y. Show me the results! God! It's week 1! But I do think Sandy, even the fact that people are able to get amazing results, and we just saw Pugsy take a set off fumbling with no with no infinite, that's really, really good. So if they might nerf her strongs, but she kind of needs them a little bit. So yeah, that's what I would put. That's what I would put. Okay. So I don't know why there's 2 Aprils here. I don't know why, but there's 5 characters left on this list, and I think the remaining 5 characters I think the remaining 5 characters probably all belong in the SS tier, if I'm being honest. The question is the order. The question is the order. The 5th best character in the game to me currently is actually CatDog. He was my number 1. They were my number 1. But it's clear they have some drawbacks when they go against the top 4 characters. It's clear. The best probably up air in the game. Up cat and up dog are just ridiculous. Insane hitbox. Probably the best hitbox is also in the game. Recovery is a little slow but tricky. Wave dash super long and super fast. Leonardo is not SS, bro. WTF. Okay. Is it emote only time? Really? Really? What? Alright. Anyways. So, Updog, very, very strong. They also have 2 projectiles. They have the bone and they have the hairball. They have both of those. We've seen some great results. Everyone has a pocket CatDog. IBW is doing really well with them. And I don't think a character has hit its full potential yet. And I think the best CatDog right now is Mewtwo King, I believe. In terms of results. Almost beat Void. And that was just, showing what it has. So, very, very good. And, yeah. Excited to see what else it has. Meowtwo King. Right. So, 4th best in the game, I would put Ablina. Ablina is, I think, the best zoner there is. When she puts down the poison, goo there and shoots garbage at you. Not to mention the fact that Ablina is basically Pikachu / Pichu Jr. There's very, very few Ablina results, but Armada has opted to not enter tournaments, and I legitimately think if he did, he'd get top 4 every single time. Extremely good character. Extremely good. Very, very small, hard to hit, very strong, fast as strong attacks. Fast just aerial strings. And Oblina's, I call it the triple nipple, I guess, when you just spike him 3 times down into the ether. And also recovery can go up really, really strong with her up B. It is very, very thing there. Press 1 if you are pretty okay with this. I think this is a very reasonable tier list. I think this is incredibly reasonable so far. It's not your perfect tier list compared to what you guys have opinion, but I think it's very reasonable. So Oblina's right there. There would be results again if Armada or someone has level played him, but I've played against Armada and I can tell you this character's potential is completely untapped in the meta. And yeah, also the devs themselves said this character is the most underrated. So I'm stuck with that. 3 characters left. To no one's surprise, the remaining 3 characters are the best 3 in the game. I think results-wise, it shouldn't be a shock to anyone at all. So here we go. In my eyes, the 3rd best character in this game is Leonardo. Leonardo is basically Marth. I think Leonardo. Yep. Right now, as the game stands, I think Leonardo's 3rd. Because amazing range, really good cargo combos, slicing them down. They wanted to make a Marth in the game. They wanted to make a Marth in the game without actually making it too much. You take Mikey, you give him huge range, you give him a pretty good recovery with the up B. It's not amazing, but you give him and Thunder's Rain really shows the potential of this character and what he can do overall. I really do see him. Anyone can pick him up and probably do it, and his strongs are crazy. And again, on neutral in the middle of the stage, even with the new tech patch that there was, you can just slice and dice down into the ground over and over and over again. Then follow up, even if they tech, it's just tech reads, it's just reaction time. It's almost like a chain grab. You can keep doing that. You can cancel things out of your dash attacks, which are really, really powerful. And again, I need to emphasize that so many people don't use the cargo into forward air. I think Leonardo and Stimpy of all characters are the ones that go really, really deep, and just with a little love tap near the ledge can just annihilate people just like that. All right. So Leonardo to me is the third best character. Again, this is all SS tier. There's 2 characters here left. I don't know why April is here twice. I just put both her poses there. Just 2 Aprils. Broken asses. That's April on a April off camera, April on camera. There you go. 2 characters left. Hbox, who is the best character in the game? Who is it? The second best character in Nick All-Stars is Aang. And the best character is Lucy Loud. Yes. This is your current tier list. All right, so, that's not even a hot take. This is a cold take. Void won a tourney against a Lucy. Well, listen, man, I won tournaments versus Mango and Armada and Leffen for 3 years, but Puff isn't the best character in the game. Look, if it's just one person getting the result, it's fine. Everything has to do with the spread. Tell me you didn't just see 3 Lucys in top 4 of Slime City today. We didn't see 2 Lucys in Juice Box. We saw so many representatives of Lucy. Tell me I'm wrong. Press 1 if the character you've seen the most often in top 8 is Lucy. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me. Tell me right now. Like tournament you watch. She's everywhere. All right. And that's because, as the mark of a top tier character, she is the best character. But Void is the best player in the world currently. Void is an incredible talent, and Void also plays the second best character in the game, I feel. And let me explain also. So now, if we just talk about the characters themselves, Aang top 2, right? Why is Aang this good? Aang arguably has the best recovery in the game. Aang's Nair strings are the best in the game. The follow-ups he can do off Nairs, just absolutely insane. He can stall his recovery. He has a push into a strong, dash into strong. Yeah, one of the best disadvantage states that there is. He's small too. He has a really strong up air. He's got the avatar state, which isn't used too often, but you could do it just like that. He's very technical, but again, tier lists are supposed to consider characters at their absolute peak. So it's right there. I don't need to say this, just literally watch any video of Void. There's some other Aang players as well, Magi, Leffen, and then of course we have the best character in the game, which is Lucy Loud. Lucy Loud has the best move in the entire game, which is Jump Scare. Currently unpatched. By far best move in the game. I think it's not even. There's no move like it. Nigel's Flick, which has like 3 times the cooldown, or twice the cooldown of that move, is weaker than Jump Scare. She can kill you with Jump Scare at like 30%, like every character. Even the heavies, if you get them close enough to the ledge, they're just dead. She has super strong and super fast aerials. She can disappear and turn invisible. She can poof all over the stage. Really long recovery. Actually, a really good recovery from almost anywhere below her blast zone. You rarely see her get gimped unless you spike her 3 times. You have a throw confirm into Jump Scare. Thank you, Moose. That's very, very true. You can read her recovery. You can do that. To me, all-around kit and the speed of the character. Also, she's small. I'm realizing being small in this game is really, really good. Kind of has that Ablina energy there. And to me, I think that's a pretty fair understanding of what I would put for this tier list. So, yeah. To me, after week 1, subject to change, apparently, as the premier Nickelodeon All-Stars YouTube guy, whatever you want to call me. This is my opinion for what I've seen as a spectator of about 3 or 4 tournaments so far, a couple invitationals going out there, and I think it's a pretty good indication of where the meta is currently with no jab resets and what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Rate this tier list out of 10.